Hello, everyone. Welcome to Indianapolis Web Design TV, Episode 2. Today we're going to cover 8 steps to planning your new website. So let's get started. Here are the 8 steps. Step 1. Gather information for your website. Set goals for your website. What do you want your website to do? Do you want people to call you? Do you want people to contact you via a contact form? Do you want people to download a checklist so you can email them? Decide who your audience is. Who do you want to help? What do they want most? What is that deep desire that they want? What is it the problem that you're solving? Step 2, plan your pages and your technology. Make a list of the pages that you want and create a sitemap. Come up with some example websites that you like and take notes about what you like about them. Select the technology that you want to build your website on. A CMS framework like WordPress is a very popular choice. Step 3, design your website. You want to come up with a main layout and maybe 3 or 4 sublets to use for various pages. Review the pages and make sure that you have a clear call to action that leads to your website goal. Step 4, write your content. You want to write your content or hire a content writer to do this before you build your website. This is especially important if you're hiring a developer to build your website. Ideally, you can just hand over your design and content in a Photoshop file and send it to them so they don't have to ask you any questions. Step 5, build your website. Most likely, you'll want to hire a developer agency to build your website for you. Today, anybody with any technical skills at all can build a website using WordPress or Wix. But you don't just want a website. You're going to want something that's going to generate a positive ROI for you. And when you spend your own time working on this or messing around with it, trying to learn it, you're not going to end up generating a positive ROI. You're also going to want to make sure that the person knows how to optimize on-site SEO, because that's going to be very important for marketing it. Step 6, test and launch your website. Test your website using different browsers and on your mobile phone. Make sure the content is easy to read and the call to actions are very clear. Make sure the images look nice, and make sure that the whole website in general looks professional and really represents your brand in the best way. Step 7, maintain your website. You want to have a maintenance plan in place for your website, as well as a project management tool to keep track of all the bugs, any issues, and then any updates that you want. Most developers and agencies, including us, will have a maintenance plan that they can offer you. Step 8, market your website. To market your website, you're going to want to take several steps. So the first step is to make sure that the on-site SEO fits the keywords that you want to show up for in search engines. Then you're going to want to start planning your content. You should be posting to your blog at least weekly. That way you increase the keywords that you show up for in the search engine, and it also is going to boost your authority with search engines. And then make sure you share each post on all of your social media accounts. The more value and help that you provide your customers, the more they're going to see you as the expert. And the more times they see you providing value, just the more they're going to recognize your brand and choose you over a competitor. And finally, you want to do some paid advertising. This could be Google AdWords or Facebook ads. We've seen both work when used correctly. The biggest mistake that most people make when they plan and launch a new website is just hoping people come to it and not having a clear marketing plan. These days, it's not enough just to have a website. You're going to want a way to make sure that they can contact you and constantly be testing that. All right. Well, that concludes this episode. You can find the show notes on our blog or in the description here. If you're ready to get started on your new website, or you're interested in a free consultation on your website or a free evaluation, just visit our website at www.evermotion.co. Send us an email at hello@evermotion.co, or just call 317-762-8766.